Alright, a quick tutorial here on how to create a custom game. So a lot of people don't know how to do this, and this is actually a really fun way to play around with different rules and things. And you don't have to worry about dying, you don't have to worry about your stats, anything like that, because they don't get counted in custom games. So yeah, if you want to do that, you go into multiplayer, and you just go all the way over here to the right, custom matches. Really informative icon. Anyway, custom matches, hit A for OK. Alright, so you can check to see if anyone's got a custom match going on by hitting that right there. Big surprise, nothing happening. Okay, so you can go over and make your own. You create that. Okay, so first of all, it just starts out a public custom match with just basically regular rules. So you can go in here and you can edit the match settings. So you can turn on the different game modes. So if you, for example, you don't like playing extraction, you can disable that and use your thumbstick, left thumbstick to toggle these. Use your bumper buttons to go to the different pages. You can disable maps that you don't like. So let's turn off some of these. You can turn off different ships you don't like. Just kidding, love the Hydra, love it. You can set the AI difficulty if you want to. Hard is not even that hard, so you can try that, but if you want real puffball AI, you can turn that on. Hard is probably most similar to what they are in the live game. AI count per team. This is a bit of a funny setting. If you leave it as not set, it will just fill up the other team or fill up both teams all the way with bots. If you set it to say 3, it's just going to put 3 bots on each team no matter how many human players are on. So it's kind of dumb how they set this up, because basically if you have an uneven number of human players, the teams are going to be uneven because it'll just add 3 bots or 2 bots or whatever to that other team, or to each team. So yeah, so if you have 1 person on one team, 2 people on the other team, it's going to add 2 bots to each, and you're still going to be uneven. I kind of wish they had like a maximum number of players per team or spots per team, but that's not the way they chose to do it. So if you just choose anywhere from 0 to 8, it will add those bots. If you choose not set, it's going to just fill up the teams to the max. Right, shields. It's kind of fun to play with no shields, because then you get to learn how to evade really well, and you know there's no comeback from not having shields. Ultras. A lot of people like to turn ultras off because it kind of evens the playing field, and yeah, it gets rid of some of those unfair advantages that certain ultras have given certain players and ships. So that's kind of a fun way to set your games, custom games. Radar. Turn that off. Shows how good your actual situational awareness is, and trains you to learn where people are. It's actually pretty spooky. I don't know if you use your radar, but I do, and I feel a little bit blind when I don't have it. So that's kind of a fun thing to turn off once in a while. Ship mods. So this will set all your ships back to their really basic level that they are at when you first get the game. Friendly fire, this is a fun one as well. Back in the early days of Valkyrie, friendly fire was on, so you could actually damage your teammates with your own weapons, and you get penalized if you kill one of your teammates. So sometimes I like to have one of these friendly fire games set up, and we see who can kill as many of their teammates as possible, or you put everybody on the same team and you try to go for the lowest score, meaning killing as many players on your team as possible. It's a lot of fun to do that. Okay, yeah, so this page here is about setting the match type. So you can can set it to public, which means anybody can join. You can set it to private and friends, meaning anyone with this password, this 5-digit code, or anyone on your friends list on Oculus or Steam or PSVR, they can join the game without the password. Or you can just set it strictly to private, which means anybody can join if they have the password. So different use cases for these. Public would be if you just wanted the lowest hassle for anybody to join your game. They won't need a password at all. It'll just show up in the list of games. Private and friends means that, yeah, just people on your friends list will be able to see it. But if you want a kind of multi-platform game where you're playing with people from other platforms like Steam, Oculus, or PSVR, you'll want to set this up and give anyone who's not on your platform the password. And then if you're just wanting it as locked down as possible, you set it to private and only give the password to people that you want to be able to join. There's that. And then these are the game mode settings. So there's different settings for each mode. There's deathmatch, carrier assault, control, and extraction. You can set the number of clones, as you can see in a TDM. So this is the winning score. You kill 30 and you win. You can set it anywhere down to, I don't know if it goes down to 0. That would be pretty dumb. No, well, it goes down to 1. So first kill wins. And unfortunately the maximum is 30, so you can't have like a never-ending deathmatch. Oh, wait a second. It's not true. See how high this baby goes. Oh, it goes pretty high. $100 is the maximum TDM, but the round timer is 10 minutes, so the maximum time a TDM can take is 10 minutes. So if you can kill 100 clones in 10 minutes, I want to see a video. I will post the video here. Okay, carrier turrets, so you can turn the turrets on or off in carrier assault. So here's a fun fact: if you have friendly fire on, your own carrier's turrets will damage you. So that adds a little bit of a spin to carrier assault. But yeah, you can turn those annoying turrets off if you want. Shield downtime, this is how long you have to attack the carrier. Every time you bring the shields down, you can increase that to 4 minutes if you want, or probably anything down to 1 minute. Okay, and control. I'm not going to see how high this goes, but probably goes pretty high. Unfortunately, round timer, again, limited to 10 minutes. And this is self-explanatory. Extraction, how many goals do you need to win? Okay, and that's it for those settings. So once you've got all that set up, you can start your match. You can move people to different teams. There's no matchmaking happening in custom games, so people just kind of get put onto a team that to kind of try to even it out at the beginning, but then they stay on that team. So if you want to move somebody, you have to do it yourself. So you use that by using the thumbstick, the left thumbstick, to select who you want to move. You hit Y, and it puts them on the other team. So you can flip any player over. Anyone can do this, so people can move themselves. It creates a bit of a chaos if you're trying to balance a team. So if you can talk to people who are in your private game, let them know that, you know, who's responsible for balancing the team, so people aren't just flipping all over the place. Because there's a bit of a delay. Like if I switch myself over to the other team, anybody else in the match, it'll take them probably 5-10 seconds to see that that's happened. So they may think the teams look uneven, and then they're trying to flip things over themselves, and it just makes a mess. So just make sure that everyone knows who's going to be balancing the teams. Okay, and then once you hit X, it rolls the dice and sets a game mode for you. So you can see that this is set to TDM on Solitude. It takes a few seconds for the server to spin up a new session, and then you have to wait 80 seconds to start. Oh, actually no. Spins up a new session and then tells you what it is. So control outpost, and you have to wait 80 seconds. If you don't want to play control outpost, and you hit cancel to go back to your settings, and then you start again. Okay, so I hit X to start again. Waits, it spools up a new session, spools up a new instance of the game on the server. There we go. So now it's giving me Team Deathmatch on Necropolis. So next battle, 80 seconds. So that's one of the annoying things about it. It's going to take 80 seconds every time you start or you create a new game. So I kind of wish that they had reduced that timer, because everyone's ready to play once you hit start. So having to wait 80 seconds is a bit of a bummer. But you know what? That's what we've got. It's better than nothing. At least we've got custom matches. So hope to see you guys creating some custom matches out there. Let us know on the Discord if you are, and you'll probably get some takers on it. That's it for now.